Okay, everybody. Well, welcome to our first Wednesday night Zoom of August, and I'm super excited to be with you. I know that a lot of you listened to our amazing Beth Gallardi on her Discover Arbonne Live earlier today or tonight, but I am super excited to be sharing with you tonight. It's something that we learned at the retreat that's been really powerful for a lot of people. I know probably throughout all of our organizations, but I know some of you that didn't get to go to that training maybe haven't really been, explained or well versed in the sticky note system. And you guys, I just left a new business builder launch, and I was going through the action plan and the 100-person contact list, and they really are kind of like, they're really like synonymous, but I think that depending on how you learn and how you see things, this could be really powerful for people that maybe lists are just overwhelming or you get lost in the shuffle. So I want to introduce myself again. I'm Teri Fischer, and I am based in Orange County, California, and I am just like excited about the month of August. I am going to be sharing all the flyers for the entire month from all our trainers. But you guys, you do not want to miss a Wednesday night Zoom this month. The training is going to be amazing. We have trainers from other countries that are going to come on and train, some top level leaders. So I'm really, really excited about it. And just mark your calendars. Donna Johnson, the very first National Vice President, and we'll be training the last Wednesday of the month. And so she's wrapping up August for us, but I have some really great surprises for you guys. So just make sure you put your alarm on and you jump on this call, because you're going to be just filled up to the brim with great ideas and foundational things for your business. So I am going to start with the sticky note system and what it looks like for you. And if you guys have a pen and paper, the things I want you to write down is you need 5 Post-it notes. And really you can buy a pack because you're going to do this every 90 days. But you need 5 Post-it notes, and you need a stack of 3x5 cards. So you're probably going to go through this and more in this exercise. But if you're a person that has decided, I've run out of contacts, I don't know enough people, I've reached out to everybody I know, this is going to help you realize that you haven't. And if you are a district, if you're a consultant, you're sitting on your district in your area and your region. If you're an area manager, you're sitting on your, hold on guys. There we go. You're sitting on your region and your nation. In the contacts and the things that you have in front of you right now. And I'll give you a couple of examples of that. So you're going to need Post-it notes, and you're going to need index cards, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to actually label each Post-it note, those 5 Post-it notes, and I'm going to give you what you label them. The first one is going to be offer the business, take a look, or take a peek. And Mo Boger shared this at our retreat, you guys, and she said that sometimes people are like, you want to take a look at our opportunity? People have been given opportunities a lot. They're always hearing about opportunities, businesses, and stuff. She has found, and she learned this from a trainer, or a kind of like a coach, a business coach, that people aren't offended by the term take a peek. I'd love for you to take a peek at the Arbonne opportunity, or take a peek at and look at what it is that I'm doing that I want to share with you. So write that down. The first Post-it note is offer the business and take a look or take a peek. Okay. All right. Your second Post-it note is going to be ask for the event, because group presentations are the lifeblood of our business activity. So the second Post-it note is going to be ask for the event, okay? The third Post-it note is a coffee date or a one-on-one. And you guys are going to see a theme in what we already have in the tools that we have, that funnel system. It's the same philosophy, right? This is the same philosophy as the funnel system, but it's going to help you identify who you're going to reach out to first to get the biggest return on your investment to grow to the next level. The fourth one is follow-up. Who do you need to follow up with? And I bet every single person on this call, 95 people, have people that they have yet to follow up with or neglected to follow up with. It's just the nature of the beast, you guys. But the fortune is in the follow-up, so I want you to remember that. So follow-up. And the fifth Post-it note is referral. Now, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do with your 3x5 cards, but I want to just have this as a caveat for you, is that I think sometimes we feel like we don't have enough people, we've run out of people, we've gone through our 100% contact list. You guys, if your 100% contact list has not been updated or changed or added to in the last 2, 3, 4, 6 months, you need to update it, because you have met people and come across people and learned about people that need either the opportunity, the products, etc. In those last 2, 3, 6 months. So that 100% contact list should be ever changing. So this is going to help you update that, but it's also going to help you identify who you have right now in the palm of your hands that you can reach out to share the business, ask for an event, ask for a one-on-one to hear more about the business or share the products. And so I want to simplify that for you. And I really love this. Mo Boger actually decided to do this. It was her brainchild, and it was really at a pivotal time in her life when she needed to make a change. She really needed to take her business to the next level. And so I don't know if I'm speaking to any of you on this call, but if you're ready to take your business to the next level and really open the doors to the people that you're sharing this incredible opportunity with, then this is the way to do it. The biggest thing is will you? Will you take the time to go through? And I'm going to give you the list and where you can find the people that you're going to write down. First and foremost, if you've been in Arbonne, you have team details. Every single PC, every single client, every single person that's coming to your business and maybe isn't currently working, that's your first list. The second list is your phone. Write down the name of every single person in your phone that could fall into one of these 5 categories. Go through your Facebook. Go through your friend list. Who do you have on Facebook that you can write down and put their name on a 3x5 card? Every single name is going to have its own card, and you're going to put their information and their contact information. So let's say it's Facebook and you don't have their phone number. Write down Facebook private message, or whatever the case may be. Whatever you will remember to how to reach out to that person. And so eventually you're going to have a stack like this, right? So you're going to look through Facebook, your phone book. Some of us are old enough that we actually have a phone book. So look through the phone book. Go through your husband's phone, your husband's work contacts, school, church, like any place you have contacts. Most of us are going to have those in our phone. But if not, go through all of them, give them a card, and give them a contact avenue, right? However you're going to contact them. So that's how you're going to use those index cards. And then you're going to have these Post-it notes placed out on the floor, on your desk, on the kitchen counter, whatever the case may be. And then what you're going to do is you're going to really look at the pile size that you have. We are going to probably fill up 100, 200, maybe 300 index cards with people's names, people from our web stats. I say web stats, but, you know, team details, the computer. Old order forms, you guys. I'm going to show you something really quick. I should have pulled this out before, but I have 4 of these. I'm going to show you. You're going to die when I show you. There, it fell out. But I have 4 binders full of order forms and old, you know, sign-up sheets and stuff. So that's another place. If you have your list, I know a girl on my team, Keith, has an order form from every party that she's ever done. She can go through that. That's another list. So really think about where you're going to generate these names and information. You're going to have hundreds of names. So be excited when you just do that, because it's not going to take you 5 minutes. It's going to take you a while. So be okay with that. And then look at that pile and be like, you know what? This right here is my region or my nation. I'm sitting on it right now. It's whether or not I do the work and the activity to make it come to fruition. So acknowledge that pile, and then you're going to start sorting, and you're going to start going through that pile, and you're going to go, Mary Johnson? No, maybe I'll meet her for a coffee date, or maybe I'll ask her, you know, if she has a referral. Oh, Susie, yeah, I want to offer her the biz. She needs it. Mary, like you go through, right? And then you start piling, ask for an event, coffee date. Maybe there's people that come up in your team details, or people that have ordered, or people that come to mind that you need to follow up with. Maybe you offered them the business 6 months ago. So at the end of the day, start making your piles with those names as it resonates to you. So really acknowledge the people on that list, you guys, and don't be afraid. I think sometimes we prejudge people too, so don't do that. Look at those names and think, gosh, does this person, like I'm seeing, you know, Angie Dagley's face on here, like, does Angie need this business? Like, what do I need to do? Well, maybe I don't know, but if you have any inkling whatsoever, you want to share the business with her or have her take a peek and you reach out to her, put her in your business pile. All right. And then really what you're going to do is really evaluate what you need to work on. So what do you need to attack first? And I think human nature is for us to maybe think that all of them, yes, we are sitting on our nation, Sabrina. All of us are going to be like, oh, I don't know if I want to reach out and ask for the business. You guys, give yourself a little bit of grace and go, you know what, if I'm super comfortable and I love asking people to book presentations, I don't know who you are, but that's not me. You know, I'm not going to start there because that's going to be tough when people say no or I'm nervous or whatever. Start in the pile, that's your comfort zone. And then in that comfort zone, get a couple of wins. Have a couple people say yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, get some like wind beneath your wings, I guess, so that you're feeling really good and confident. So tackle that, maybe grab the easiest pile first. What comes most natural to you? Teri Wilson, she's a VP on my team. She loves parties. She loves asking for parties. I'm like, go ahead and start there all day long. I would rather ask people to take a look at the biz than ask for a party. That's just me. So I'm going to start in the easy place first, and then I'm going to go to that next hard place, right? Does that make sense, you guys? So give yourself a little bit of grace, give yourself a little bit of oomph, but also too, know that you need to start somewhere. And then also, I mean, I think sometimes it's easy to start with the thing that's easiest, but I just want you to know that that's super important. And those yeses and those like positive affirmations you're going to get from the people you reach out to first, they're going to build your confidence. And then you're going to be like, you know what, I can do this. And you guys, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to just think about it. You're not going to be able to answer me, but I want you to think about when you're going through your list and you're going through your 3x5 cards, I want you to think about what comes to mind when you think about the people on that card. What do you think about? Wow, this person really, really, truly cares about other people. This person really could use the extra money. This person has so much been sharing with me how much time she misses with her kids. You guys, put emotion to those names. So when you're reaching out to them, you know that you're offering them something instead of asking for something. You know, I had that conversation today with someone. I said, do you feel like when you're asking someone to book a presentation or take a look at the business that you're asking something? Remember the gift and the blessing that you have in Arbonne, and know that yes, you have to ask, but the biggest part of that ask is the blessing of what it would mean for them if they can catch the vision of what Arbonne can do for them, or if they say yes to a presentation, what they're going to learn about products and their health and how that can help them move forward with a healthier, happier lifestyle. So those are the things I want you to think about. Don't just think, oh, it's the person I'm going to ask, join my team or ask to host. Think about the blessing that you're going to give behind that ask. And then Mo says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go for it, you guys. Don't hesitate. If you need to, there's a couple different ways. I'm going to give you some verbiage that you can reach out. But I think it's really important to really just go through that list. Sometimes you're going to have names left over, and you're going to be like, I don't know what I do with these 25 cards. Where do I put them? I don't know if it's business, or I don't know if it's asked for an event. If it's someone that you like, that you're attracted to, that you think would be amazing at this business, maybe you don't know if they have a need or not, put them in your ask for the business file and ask to take a peek at the business. You never know, right? So you're going to sort and go through the list again. And then basically you're going to have your business, your coffee dates, your shows, your referrals, and then you're going to go through that list and you're going to sort again. And you're going to put those chicken list names, the people that are going to be the most influential, the people that you really want to do business with, the people that you're afraid to ask, you're going to put them at the top of the pile, right? You're going to put them at the top of the pile. The one that you go, oh my gosh, if I could just have this person join my team, she would be amazing. She would completely bless everyone in her path. So you guys, I want you to think about that, sort, and start with those big chicken list names first. It's easy to start with the easy ones, but I want you to start with those big chicken list ones. And you guys, here's another thing I want you to write down. I feel like before you do this, you should pray about it and then listen to what comes to mind, right? What comes to your heart, and really make this like such an important task. And you guys, it could take you through the weekend to get through all the names for your cards, but I want you to think about what the result is at the end of that. And you guys, there are so many people, I know each and every one of you on this call, that you have not reached out to someone simply because it's uncomfortable, or simply because you're worried what they're going to think about you, or simply because you think that they're not interested. We never know what's going on behind someone's closed door. You guys, the person that offered me a sample pack never asked me to join her team. She never asked me to join the business. She never even gave me the option. And she didn't know what was going on inside my home, that we were in a crossroads and I had to go back to work. And the last thing I wanted to do was leave my teenage and preteen daughter at home alone in the afternoon to be raised by their peers. But she assumed my life was good. So when you're looking at those names, really, really be heartfelt to know there are people on the other side of that ask that are waiting for you to offer them the gift of hope. Now, once you go through that list, let's say you have 75 names on your business builder take a peek call, right? And let's say you have 25 people that say yes out of 75. And you get those take a look calls, and let's say 10 say, you know what? Yeah, I would love to really get started in Arbonne. Maybe out of that 10, you might have 2 or 3 that are business builders that can take this business to the level of whatever's going to bless their family most. But you wouldn't have had those 3 had you not gone through that list. So you guys look at it from that perspective. You have the ability to offer them this gift, and you have the ability to actually grow your team and your paycheck and build your legacy bigger. And then once they get actually into that yes, and I know that for everyone on this call, activity is key. Activity is the lifeblood of our business. So hosting and asking for the event is huge. You're going to find your business builders there, but why not start with a couple people that are ready to run with you, and then basically have a full calendar as well. So you can do both, right? Super important. And then she talks about, okay, this is going to help you identify where you can get the activity, where you can get the business builders, and what you need to do to be on the pulse of your business and sponsoring, you guys, because we can have an amazing retail business in Arbonne, but really sponsoring is the growth pattern that we want to see. Sponsoring preferred clients, sponsoring consultants into our business. So we want to have both oars in the water so our canoe is going forward, not in a circle, right? So we need both. So both are important. And then once you get them into activity, when you're starting someone new, you want to focus on the double D, double districts. You want to help someone go district, and you want to help them promote a district, because now you're solidifying that. So that double D, you want to help them go district, and you want to help them duplicate that and go and promote a district. When that happens, now you're in the process of starting to build an area manager. And so that's the thing. So this is going to lead you to those business builders that actually are ready to run with you, that are ready to take this business to the next level. And then it's going to fill in the gaps in your calendar for the activity that you need to get in front of more people. Because you guys, this is a numbers game. It's all it is. And then what you're going to do is work with those districts to produce areas, right? This is Linda Parker says, every single one of us in this business should work to be 8 areas wide. 8 areas wide. So what do you have right now? Evaluate your business. Maybe you're an area manager and you don't have any area managers. Your focus is to start working on those double Ds and start getting those districts to promote districts. It sounds so weird, double Ds. But districts to promote districts, and then you're going to be promoting area managers, right? And that's going to grow your width. It's going to grow your paycheck. And you know, area manager is the sweet spot in this business. Your business is willable. You're making a full-time income. You're really changing the life of your family. And then from there, you're going to grow into the region and nation. This sort system will help you find and build those people. And you guys, I love this, and I want you to write it down. I am sitting on my region. I am sitting on my nation. You have the people that you need if you do this activity. Write it down. I don't see any of you writing. Elaine, I'm watching you. Anyway, so I want you guys to write it down and I want you to speak to yourself. I posted a thing on my Instagram today that says she thought she could, so she did. And the thing is like what we think about comes to fruition. So believe you can, and then speak life to it. Speak it to life, you guys. Speak your region and your nation to life. It's not about the title. It's about the blessing that comes from the paycheck. And the paycheck is going to come from duplicating you, duplicating the system, and growing your team. And then you're giving that to other people. Here's some verbiage tips, and this is something that I really, really loved. Mo Boger talked about this. I just want to check my time real quick. Okay, you guys, I have a few more minutes. So she talked about the lean in and lean out. Don't vomit Arbonne on people when you're asking them to take a look about a business or the host. Like, lean in and lean out. Take cues from them. I love this. A lot of people are afraid to text people, and we've always been told, pick up the phone. You should pick up the phone. You should pick up the phone. Well, you guys, text someone and say, hey, do you have a quick second? It's almost like cheating a little bit, because then when they say yes, it gives you the permission to call them. And then they're like, well, you just said you had a few minutes. And then you can start through the process. And what I can do is I have this actually all written out. I can post it for everybody to have for their nations, but it really just, it's not my brainchild. It's Mo Boger's. But use disarming statements, lean in and lean out. So offer a little bit and then let them respond. So something like, hey, do you have a quick second on the text message? Okay, cool. Because I'm going to call you. Now she knows you're going to call, or he knows you're going to call. And this will only take a minute. And then basically I'm just going to read through this, and then I'm going to let you guys ask me questions, okay? I want to let you know you've been on my heart. And for us at the retreat, we have an excuse to reach out, and we can use that as a tool. Hey, this just came, you came to my mind, you came to my heart. I'm just leaving this amazing retreat. Or, you know what, I've just really focused on building my business again. You came to mind. I couldn't stop thinking about you over the weekend, or, you came to mind A, B, and C. And talk about the things that the positive qualities that person has that you believe will help them be successful in Arbonne, that you want to walk alongside them, you want to do life with them, that they love loving on other people, they care about health and wellness. Like, these are things that, and if it's not true, don't say it. Like, don't give them a compliment that makes no sense for that person, because they'll be like, that's weird. It's like if you see someone in the store and they have ugly shoes, don't tell them, oh my gosh, I like your shoes, to start a conversation. Bad idea. Be honest. And then, you know what? These are the things I know about you. Let them respond. And then you can say, and for all I know, if it would be a fit for you or not, but I was hoping you might want to take a peek at this business. You've already opened the statement, right? And maybe they're like, oh, okay, sure. And you can say, and here's the deal. This is disarming now. If the answer is no, then know that the next time I call you, it will not be about Arbonne. I thought that was so cool, because I think sometimes people, they're like, oh, it's like the Avon lady, but they're like, it's the Arbonne lady. She's going to like talk to me about Arbonne again, right? We don't want to be that person. So say, and you know what, the next time I talk to you, or next time I see you or call you, it won't be about Arbonne. So now you've taken them off guard again, right? They're like, oh, okay, cool. And then also too, if they're not sure, or they may say no, you can say, if they are no, you can say, please don't say no until you know what I'm offering. Carlita has always taught us that. Please don't say no until you listen to 30 minutes about what's possible. So really let them know that. And then also too, if they want more info, say, I totally understand, but if you come into my heart in the future, can I reach out to you? If they're like, no, I'm not really interested, it's not a good time, ask permission to reach back out. You guys, then you can go back and you can have them in your follow-up pile. Put them in your follow-up pile. Write a date that you talk to them, and then you have them in that follow-up pile. So I want you to know, these are like simple things that we can do. But you guys, it's basically something that I think most people say, I don't have enough activity. I don't know enough people. I've run out of my list. I've talked to every single person I know. Not true. None of those are true. I think it's the easy thing to say, right? So what we want to do is we want to use these sticky notes, you guys, and I'm working on mine too. And it's not comfortable sometimes because you're like, I don't know what to do with this person. If you don't know, just put it on the side and then pray about that pile later. But I want you to know that this right here changed the face of Mo Boger's business. And she's an executive national vice president. She is living the lifestyle that she wanted to. And it's not about the car. She shared this. It's not about the car. It's not about the paycheck. She goes, it's about the blessings that come from this business when you get to a point where you don't have to worry about bills, when you get to a point where you don't have to worry about how you're going to spend your time or limiting time with your family and the people that you care about most. So I want you to know that this is just a tactile thing that you can do. I showed this to my new business builder tonight. I basically ran her through. She goes, oh my gosh, this is so visual. This is really, really good. She loved it. And I was like, am I going to overwhelm her? But I was like, if I can get her to see how big her list truly is, guess what? Everything else is easy. Everything else is easy. So if anybody has any questions, you can raise your hand or unmute yourself. I don't know. You may not have any questions at all, but I can put this, I have it in a document that I can post if you need the verbiage or whatever.
Hi, Teri.
Hi. I'm sorry. I just kept seeing you, so I was like,
oh no. No, that was so funny. And my husband goes, I'm going to get your stack. I was like, okay. But you guys, okay, so I just finished filling mine out. And actually, I realized I haven't even hit my past and current clients yet. This is all just Facebook, phone, email. And what happened is those sticky notes, I think there's 5, right? Or at least I did 5. Yes. I decided, so today was my first day of reach outs through this because I finished everything. And I just did 3 of each category. And I'm just going to do 3 each day. And I filled 3 things on my calendar today. And that was so exciting. And it's just so cool because like tomorrow I'll do 3 from each again. And I'm glad for this call. I'm going to, like, you did such a phenomenal job, like breaking it down. I'm so thankful for even going over some wording and stuff because this is a great training video to share with our organizations and our teams. So it's one I'm going to go back to and share. Something that I found really useful, which we share anyway, is to pencil in the dates that you're going to have available for when you get responses. And you guys, one of the things is, let's say 2 samples, 2 parties, and 2 take-a-looks a week. Let's just put that for easy, 2, 2, 2. I just took a purple highlighter, and you guys, this is like, I feel like we brush over this. It was like, I got to decide beforehand when and where I was going to work. I was like, I have a 30-minute slot for take a look here. I took a purple highlighter and just did a swipe through on that date and picked 2 slots for that too. And now I have a whole August of 2, 2, 2 each week. They're empty. And I said, okay, my job to fill these appointments now. And I took this stack. I said, this stack is going to fill those appointments. It was so simple and clear. And it, like you said, it's such a visual, like here is my nation, here's my nation. So I recommend just going through and doing that with the highlighter and saying, okay, here's my appointments. Now I'm going to go fill them for these people. It was awesome. I'm so glad you shared.
Congratulations. And I know there's some gals on my team and from Beth's team as well that have actually reached back to consultants and said, you know what, I'm taking this. I have this idea. And their reach out, go back and touch those people. They already know Arbonne. They've already been passionate about it. Those are the ones that you can ask first. But I love it's chunking your time, right? It's having an idea. It's having those dates and those times in mind. So you're not like going, oh, okay, I can do that. And then you're like, wait, what? I have another appointment. Figure it out prior to. Print out a calendar. Like, I'm not that organized, so Elaine, you're blowing me away in that department. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's absolutely it. The thing is that you do it. Look at that stack, you guys. And you know what? If you need to take it in bite-sized pieces, if you're looking at the stack and going, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Break it down. It's just like when I have a healthy living client and they have 100 pounds to lose. I'm like, let's focus on the first 25. Like, let's focus on the first 25. You get 25, you're feeling good. The next 25 is going to be a whole lot easier. So don't feel like you have to eat it all at once, right? I love it. I love it. Each of us has our next level or that top level, whatever you want and need in this business. It's sitting right in your network right now. It's crazy. Anybody else? Okay, guys. Well, I am so grateful that you jumped on. I'm just going to give you a little, I'm going to stop the, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you a little preview for next week. Next Wednesday, we have Andrew and Samuel, I can always get this mess. Andrew and Tamalin Samuel. I really do know their names. They're from Australia. They are a power couple. They trained at GTC this year. I reached out to her and asked her if they would train. So if you have, I would get your husband on that call. If you have people that are interested that are couples that you think might be, well, it's a Zoom training, so it's kind of different. But I think it's going to be really amazing. Their energy is off the charts, and I know they're ready to pour into all of you and our team. So I'm super excited about that. And I will get this, get this document in a form that we can get out to everybody so that I'll get it to the nations, and then the nations can decide if they want to disperse it to their teams or whatever. But it's just a way for you guys to get into activity, to fill your calendar, because you guys, that is the lifeblood. And really right now where you're looking at your business, there's a lot of blessings that you already have in your business. What I want you to do is I want you to think about who's the person I don't know yet that needs this business and the blessings of this business, and how can I reach out to them? It's going to be through this stack, or it's someone that you don't even know that pops into your 100% contact list. So you guys, don't limit yourself. And remember what I said. You can do it. Believe that you can. And the last thing I want you to speak it to life. Say, I can do this. Say, my nation, my region is sitting right here in this list. And then it's going to come to fruition. What you think about, you bring about. Rita used to always say that, and I want you to remember that. What you think about, you bring about. So think about this as really the next phase of your business, and it's going to catapult you. And last thing, use it for every single new person that joins your team, and go to every existing consultant that you have that do not know about this training and say, hey, I want to talk with you for 10 minutes and show you how you can grow your activity, grow your calendar, and grow your team through a simple 5-step system. And then share this with them and have every single person do it. Okay? All right, you guys, good night. Happy Wednesday. Happy August 1st. We have 31 days left, you guys. What are you going to do with it? Talk to you soon.